So the rumors of a couple of weeks ago have turned out to be true. Showtime are indeed bowing out of boxing from 2024. This has been reported on BoxingScene.com, which is owned by the same parent company as Showtime, and Steven Espinoza has actually put out a statement now. So nobody can deny it at this point. It is official. Showtime are done with boxing. Now, what does this mean for boxing in the United States moving forward? Well, there's rumors, and again, this is just a rumor. I reported on the rumor that Showtime were bowing out of boxing a few weeks ago, and there was some joker in the comments saying, you shouldn't report on rumors. Why not? As long as I'm presenting it as a rumor and not presenting it as a fact, then there's no problem reporting on rumors. You're a weirdo. Okay, so anyway, there's a rumor that PBC are maybe doing a broadcast deal with Amazon, and so Amazon might, if that turns out to be true, basically replace Showtime in terms of their section of the market. So we'll see if that happens. If it doesn't happen, then presumably all the PBC fighters will be looking to go to either ESPN, Top Rank, or DAZN. And if that happens, is it good for boxing? Is it bad for boxing? Well, generally more competition is better. But then again, you've got the flip side of that where you say, well, fans don't want to have to go to multiple different broadcasters to watch their boxing. They'd rather have their boxing under one roof. On top of that, when you've got multiple different broadcasters, it is a barrier to getting certain fights done because fighters are on different networks. The networks are protecting their assets, so on and so forth. So I guess it's a double-edged sword, but generally monopolies are bad because without competition, a company can basically charge the customers whatever it wants. It isn't being pressured to provide more value. And it also isn't being pressured to pay its fighters well, to pay its employees well. Not that fighters are necessarily employees of networks or promotional companies. It depends how you want to look at it. They are officially, in most countries, self-employed. But either way, there'd be less incentive to pay fighters big money if there's only one network putting on big shows, if there's a monopoly. Now, obviously, there's still loads of competition for DAZN outside of the United States, and there's still competition for DAZN in the States. I'm talking about in a hypothetical scenario where DAZN became the only broadcaster. That's the direction it seems to be moving in the States at the moment. In the UK, it's a very different story. BT are very strong, very powerful right now. Sky, well, yeah, they're having some issues. Ben Shalom, the jury's definitely still out on him, on his ability, on his competency as a promoter. But Eddie Hearn's definitely not having it all his own way in the UK. Let's just say that. But back to Showtime. Even if PBC do manage to find a new broadcaster, let's say it's Amazon, presumably there's going to be a transitional period where it takes a while to set up the new deal to get all the fighters they have over to the new platform. Will that delay certain fights getting made? Will there be a period of inactivity in American boxing as a result? I'm talking about for major fights. Because there are lots of boxing shows that happen in the United States that are not on ESPN or on Showtime or on DAZN. There are many smaller promoters that do their own little events. I'm talking about the major stuff. Will there be a dip in activity? Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below.